And now it's just time to get into a quick bit of news. Now, it's a big week of congratulations, so firstly, let me congratulate anybody out there that had money on New York being the first to claim the heavily modified scalp of one Donald Trump. Also, congratulations to Rupert Murdoch, who at 93 marries for the 5th time, and I imagine there was probably some laughter when the celebrant mentioned the line, "Till death do us part," in particular from the bride. And this week also marked the milestone of global politics entering its postmodernist period. Donald Trump was found guilty on all counts of financial fraud in a New York court. The trial marks a number of firsts for the US. Firstly, Donald Trump is the first former president to be found guilty of a crime, and congratulations to Stormy Daniels, who's the first porn star guaranteed to appear in every future US history textbook, leading to many parents having to explain what a porn star is to a child decades ahead of when they plan to. Other likely revisions for US history textbooks include referring to the Civil War as the First Civil War. In the wake of the Donald Trump conviction, Republicans have gone from refusing to answer hypothetical questions to refusing to answer questions. It also turns out that Donald Trump literally doesn't know the meaning of the word literally after he claimed that 2 of his witnesses were literally crucified in court. Trump has also claimed that he wasn't being judged by a jury of his peers, but then again, Epstein's dead and Prince Andrew isn't a US citizen. Trump is awaiting sentencing in the New York case, which means his party may have to arrange conjugal visits to kiss his ass in future. Strangely, Donald Trump has the possibility of being sent to the only place where the uniform complements his complexion so well it could render him invisible. Donald Trump has expanded his anti-abortion stance to now include contraception, which is a bold move from anybody that knows a sexual encounter could land you in Eric Trump. In the wake of the Trump conviction, Republicans are going hard after Hunter Biden, and I think it's safe to say that Hunter Biden has no chance of winning the presidency. Republicans are hoping the high levels of lead found in children's blood may act as an immunization, making them more resistant to school shootings. North Korea has been accused of sending balloons laden with human feces into South Korea, which is out of line. At least most other countries only shower their neighbours with metaphorical shit. It is still nicer than what Israel sends their neighbours. Israel has endured continued condemnation of its campaign in Gaza. They claim simultaneously that they have the most accomplished military, at the same time as claiming all the casualties were an accident. But it must be at least interesting for them to be on the other side of the David versus Goliath battle. Benjamin Netanyahu, who is embattled, and even as the US begins to make signs that they may back away, Rupert Murdoch is still willing to be the big spoon. The conflict in the Middle East is weighing heavily on Biden in the election. Due to the religious affiliations of the region, Israel and Palestine is one of the few long-standing conflicts that Americans understand, unlike India and Pakistan, where Americans think it's a lot of tension over a jumper. New South Wales police have said they're looking for a Lebanese man in his late 20s, early 30s, and that they always will. They don't know what crime he may have committed, but they'll figure that out when they catch him. The government has raised the prospect of increasing the minimum wage, although most Australians would be happy enough if they lowered the maximum wage. Financial regulators have given a scathing review of the big banks around their conduct with customers under financial stress, and the banks just laughed and laughed. Energy companies are under fire for using peak demand figures to determine monthly bills. They'll be returning to using chicken entrails like they used previously. Japan has pledged to continue their whaling for scientific purposes. They're currently studying which whale goes best on a sandwich. And David Beckham has had a warm meeting with King Charles, the monarch even telling Beckham that he has a recent opening for a new son. A predicted Labour landslide across the UK could be good for the environment, as many of the Tory party use private flights in order to make it to Parliament, although now all their sitting members could carpool in a Tarago. Kia is releasing a new model in the UK. They say it's more dependable and capable of doing U-turns 4 times faster than the current market leader. The new Kia Starmer will be available from the 5th of July.